Hey, my friends, how are you today? First of all, let me tell you, this is the first time I'm ever doing anything like this. I'm actually recording something to put into a video after I've already recorded the video. Yes, and I want to talk about a few things first. So here we go. Night of the Living Dead, a George A. Romero classic. Dawn of the Dead, my personal all-time favorite zombie movie. What I want to talk about is actually Night of the Living Dead. Now, back in the day, George Romero made this classic. And to me, it invented the zombie. That I don't. You can fight me on that one. I don't know who invented the zombie, but I believe George A. Romero invented the TV zombie, the movie zombie. He started the zombie franchise. He started the zombie genre. Okay, George Romero started it. Okay, he brought the dead to life. That's what he did. And the movie review that you're about to see is a one of a kind. And I want to thank Jake for introducing this to me. I want to thank the cast that put this thing together. I just think that it was, in a way, kind of independently brilliant. This was just a brilliant concept, twist on a classic genre, the zombie. And with that said, my friends, we're gonna start this thing. And I hope I didn't listen. I had a hard time with this open intro re-record. I ain't ever doing this again. So Jake, listen to me. This one's for you, and let's run this review. Hello, my friends. How you doing today? I am doing well. I'm super excited. I'm super excited because I received a package. I received a package in the mail of something that I've been waiting for a little bit. Now, this is what happened. This is what happened. Okay, now, I've been doing this channel for a while, and I've been calling out to the Paramount and TriStar gods to hey, recognize something that I'm doing here. I work really hard at this. I work really hard on this channel to do what I do here, to edit and talk and help people out. And that's what I'm here to do, is try to help people out. And in this case, somebody just helped me out. They helped me out because they gave me a little bit of joy. Let's just call it a little bit of joy. Now, on my Instagram page, which will be listed below or something, below, it'll be listed in the description. Somebody reached out for me. They reached out to me. I want to make sure I get all the names right. And the guy's name, I believe I'm pronouncing it correctly. Now, if I butcher any of these names up, I strongly apologize. But I believe the guy's name is Jake Jolly. And they call him Jake Danger Jolly, because what happened was, he reached out to me and told me, he goes, I really enjoy your channel. I've been taking you around with me and in his journeys, I guess, and he's been watching my channel. So he's like, I made a movie, and I would like for you to watch the movie. And I'm like, yeah, I'm on board. Hey, there ain't a movie I won't watch. Okay, you send me a movie, you tell me to watch a movie, I'm gonna watch a movie, because that's what I do. That's what I do on this channel. I watch movies. I enjoy movies. I love movies. Listen, I am a child of movies. Okay, I was that kid that would come home and be sat in front of the TV, and that's what I did. I watched movies. That's all I did. I watched movies. I watched TV shows. Okay, I learned the facts of life by watching the facts of life. Okay, that's me. I'm that guy. Okay, and I movies are absolutely my life. Movies, music, toys are my life. And I take a movie and I critique it. Okay, I tear it apart. I dissect it. I dissect the movie and look at it for its pure genius. And I got to tell you right now. So the guy reached out to me, Jake. You don't mind me calling you Jake? Reached out to me and he said, I got this movie. I want you to check it out. So I'm like, okay, I didn't really think much of it at first, because I'm like, okay, maybe maybe somebody's gonna send me something. Maybe I'm gonna get something in the mail for me to view. So I'm gonna look into this movie, see a little bit about this movie, because that's what I do. Listen to me, I am OCD, and when it comes to me doing something, I do it to the very best of my ability. I'm very transparent, so what you see is what you get, and I'm going to give you 100% honesty. And I got a little nervous. Because I'm like, what if I get this movie and I can't say anything good about this movie, but unfortunately, that wasn't the case, because this thing got shipped out. Okay, and this is a little bit of a faux unboxing, because this is already open. Whoa. You see, this is a faux unboxing, okay? Because I got this thing in, I could not wait to watch it. Now, firstly, I did a little research, and come to find out, when he's selling these movies on his I believe it's his website, and I'm gonna link everything. Everything's gonna be down there right next to the subscribe button. Yeah, so hit the subscribe button first, and then underneath that thing, or yeah, right underneath that thing, all the information for this guy is gonna be there because he deserves it. Because listen, joy. That's what I gotta say. He gave me a bag of joy. That's what's in here. So I love movies. Love them, love them, love them. And big trauma fan, big independent film fan. To me, you know, you got your Stephen Kings, you got your Steven Spielbergs, and then you got the other guys, and these other guys are the guys that are hungry. These are the hungry guys. Listen, now listen. Back in the day, guys like Mel Brooks and Steven Spielberg and Robert Zemeckis and all these big name guys, they were hungry, and they did what they had to do. And I'm gonna tell you right now, back in the day, I watched everything that they had out there. I mean, I dug way back to the early stuff that Francis Ford Coppola released and all the early. I mean, I tried to find every little bit and piece of their art. I wanted to see where they originated from, because there's some. I'll tell you right now, there's some big name directors like Wes Craven. It's like they started with very low budgets and really pushed along. You know what I mean? And I admire the drive. I admire the work behind it. It's not just one person. It's usually like a collaboration of a bunch of hungry people that want to make something for people to see, and it's a labor of love. And that's what I got in this bag. What I have here, this bag package, whatever you want to call it, is a labor of love. And I was so happy to get it. But then I was like, you know what? I got to be honest. I got to be me, and I got to be honest about this movie. But luckily, Jake Jolly, I'm saying that correctly. I think the guy's name is amazing too. I wish my name was Jolly. My last name was Jolly. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, because I was like, I went over it over and over again. I'm like, could this really be
Jake Danger Jolly?
Okay, that's a cool name. You know, I was like, what a cool name. He brought me some joy, and he's even brought me joy with his cool name. But besides that, I did some research. I go back on the little website thing that I'm on YouTube, and I'm looking up these things. And first, I got a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on here. But I was like, it looks to me like some of these things come with a comic book. So hey, I get the package right away. I'm like, is it gonna come with a comic book? Listen, he's sending me this thing. Is it gonna come with the comic book? Because I'm a collector. And I would want the comic book. And I'll tell you right now, another thing. I would have been 10 times more blown away if Mr. Jake would have signed this comic book. Because you know what? I'm gonna tell you right now, okay? I strongly feel that if this man wants to proceed in this field of writing, acting, directing, this is gonna be some good stuff. Because I have watched. Anybody remember Rabid Grannies from Trauma? Okay, anybody remember that one? Okay, that one was a tough one. Okay, a lot of the old Trauma stuff, a little bit tough. I'm gonna tell you right now, this thing in this bag / package, absolutely buries some of the old school stuff that I'm talking like. I would put this in the same classification, and listen, you guys you can comment and you can tag me or whatever, of like an early Class of Nukem High, let's say Class of Nukem High, Tromeo and Juliet, what's the other, and I'll tell you right, these are some of my Toxic Avenger. Like, these are some of my favorite all-time old school independent films that made it huge, and this thing is unbelievable. So let's open this up and let's see what we got to say. First thing he sends me is it's the Clay Zombies. That's what we're talking about here. The Clay Zombies. He sends you the comic book. Okay, I got the comic book in here. Now, does everybody get the comic book? I don't know. I don't know if everybody's a comic book, and it's a black and white. But you know what? Knowing me, if you watch this channel, I'm not gonna flash around, because you can audio copy and you can get the comic book. But listen, I think you can anyway. I'm not a big reader. I'm not a reader. I'm a movie guy, and this comic book thing was perfect. Now, if it had come signed, I think the artwork and beautiful. I'm telling you, I was taken back by the what's the word I'm looking for? Professionalism in the packaging, in the work done in here. Now let's put the comic book aside. Let's be happy that we got the comic book, because I was happy that I got the comic book. But then we get the Blu-ray, and like I said, this is a faux unboxing, because I opened this. I opened this and I watched it because I was like, you know what? I want to give a proper review. Is it any good? Is this worth the watch? Is it worth the order? Is it worth you trying to hunt this thing down? And the answer is very clearly yes.
Yes! Yes! Oh! I'll have what she's having.
If you want to see something that is going to... Listen, I put this thing in, and I'm like... I was glued to the screen, and I'm not even joking. First, like, we got this whole backstory, okay, of this guy contacted me. We got this whole backstory of him. I'm going to send this to you. How do I send it? Here's the information. Am I going to get it? Am I not going to get it? But then when it came in, I was like, now I got to watch it. Now, what do I do? Now, what if I... And I put it in, and I'm telling you, right from the opening scene, right till the end, I was roped in.
Oh, no! I'm going to turn into a clay zombie!
Now, what is it like? Listen, I don't want to give away the whole story, but let's just call this a combination of Walking Dead. Let me see. I'm trying to think of the movies that it really, like, it kind of... Walking Dead, apocalyptic, Gumby movie. Okay, it was oddly really good. The acting. Now I was expecting from an independent film. I was expecting bad, like semi bad camera work. I was expecting semi cheese. As far as the acting wise and everything like that. And I'll tell you right now, some of the actors in this thing are killer acting. I'm gonna tell you, I'm sold. Number one. Okay, number one, it's got Diane Franklin in it. Diane Franklin. Wait, hold on. Diane Franklin. Yeah. Amityville 2. Diane Franklin. What? Second time lucky I own this. Yeah, I own Diane Franklin in that. Diane Franklin. Hello. Monique. Okay, from Better Off Dead. From Dodger Stadium. I come to the States to see the Brooklyn Dodgers. You know, hey, love this girl. Okay, now, Last American Virgin. Okay, wasn't too happy with the she played a good character, but boy, was I angry at her by the end of this movie. Little angry. And I'm sure she will respect the reason why I was angry with her at the end of this movie, because that poor guy. That's all I say. It's that poor guy. But big fan. And then so he sends me the clay zombies, and I'm like, okay, let me do some research on this thing. And I find out that he was able to get a Diane Franklin to act in his movie, and I was like, well, I'm on board. I want to see what's going on. I want to add this to my collection. This was exciting. Okay, it was super exciting to add to my collection. And I'll tell you right now, like I said, the acting, good stuff. Some good. The sheriff in this thing, I thought he was great. I thought he was absolutely great. And I don't want to go on and on about the different actors and everything. I'm gonna go out of my way to list every single actor, what they played and whatever in my description below. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it's just certain the dialogue. There was it's very quirky. Is that the word I'm looking for? Quirky, or there's dialogue that's using this thing that you will, after you watch it for a couple of days later on, you're gonna be saying some really weird stuff, and it's stuff that you're gonna pick up from this movie, and you're not even gonna understand what he's like. Oh, I'm gonna put some paprika on that.
Claymation zombies could use a little paprika.
You know, it's listen, stuff like that. That's gonna be stuck in your head for a couple of days, and if you touch the clay, you're gonna have a bad day. Yeah, the catchphrase. And then listen, I even went even further than that, because when I review a movie or watch a movie or whatever, I gotta dig deeper. Now they got a group in this thing. I say it right. I want to say it. I want to give the right stuff here. So if I'm lagging a little bit, I'll try to fast forward past this thing. But let me see. 'Cause I was actually looking it up yesterday, because okay, let me see if I could. Yeah, Fire Tiger. There we go. Fire Tiger. I don't know if I can turn this thing around. Fire Tiger. See, this is where I was at yesterday. I was hunting down for this this group, because they do the soundtrack, or the song that is like, it's like the main song of the movie, the Clay Zombies. And I'm gonna tell you right now, so after researching this guy and this movie and watching many YouTube interviews and stuff like that, there's a few things that I came up with. Okay, and this is time when I kind of wrap it down a little bit. I'm gonna go with this a little bit, slow it down. Number one, the man himself, extremely humble. And I nothing I didn't love more than that. I watched multiple interviews from different things, different podcasts and stuff that he was on, and you could tell that he was a hardworking, humble guy. And nothing I love more than a guy that isn't like, oh, I this is what I achieved, and this is what I made, this is what I did. No, this was a humbling event for him. He put love into this film, okay, and you can tell with every shot, you can tell with every word of dialogue. Some of the stuff was ad-libbed by some of the other actors, and that's another thing that gets me is a good director knows when to let the ad-lib go in. He knows when his actors are passionate about something, and by like, you know what, I think other people realize they're passionate about what they said, so let's leave that part in because it's funny. It's funny stuff. I might not have wrote it, but you know what? I'm not 100% here. I'm not the man. You know what I mean? And I'm humble enough to realize that, hey, this guy could throw something in there and make it funny, and I'm gonna leave it in there because I think it's funny because he's a funny guy, and that's the way it's gonna go. And that's awesome. I think that's a humbling experience, especially when you hear kind of stuff like that, because some of these writers, directors, it's like read the script, stay by the script. This is what's gonna go, and then sometimes, you get these really good actors, like a Jim Carrey or whatever, and they do their thing. They get up on there and they start improvising, and it's like sometimes that's some of the best stuff. And he saw stuff in these people, and he was like, "Oh, we're gonna roll with it." And I thought that was so cool. Wow. So Fire Tiger there. After hearing this theme song, I was like, I am literally gonna go on their website and I am gonna buy everything that they have available. I'm gonna buy everything. I mean, they got, and I'll tell you right now, I'm not gonna go crazy here, but I'm gonna tell you right now, we're talking $12 each, pretty much each CD. And if you look up Fire Tiger Clay Zombies song on YouTube, you're gonna find the song, and it was one of those strange catchy songs that I remember being like back in the day, like back in the 80s when you had like those 80s catchy songs that you just couldn't get out of your head, and for days you're like, Clay Zombies, it's like you're walking around for days, and that's literally what the song did. And not to mention the group itself, just they look cool. They got this cool vibe about them. Okay, the lead singer, this female, she's got a cool vibe about her, and it was just really cool. So yeah, I was on the fire, the fire. I don't want to mess with the Fire Tiger. I'm on board with Fire Tigers, and I'm ordering everything that they got. I don't tell the wife. Don't tell. Listen. If you tell the wife, number one, you're gonna tell the wife, she's gonna be like, she's gonna try to find this guy Jake. She's gonna be like, Mr. Jolly, you done goofed.
You done messed up!
You done messed us up because now my husband's out. He spent all kinds of money. Now you sent him something to watch or whatever, and now he's like obsessing about this other stuff, and now we're going a little bit crazy here. Don't tell the wife nothing. Hey, listen. She buys her coffee. Okay, I can buy me some Fire Tiger CDs. Okay, and so anyway, wow. So the movie. Let me give you the is it synopsis? Is that what the word I'm looking for? I'm gonna read you exactly what it says here because I do not want to mess this up. After a scientist, this is coming from the Internet Movie Database, which is my favorite reading. What's the word I'm looking for? Classic. This is my classic reading, okay? I do not read Moby Dick, or I am not reading A Tale of Two Cities. I read from the Internet Movie Database, which gives me all of my useful information that I need to know for my entire life. So coming from Internet Movie Database, it says, after scientists accidentally start they Claypocalpyse, well, let me try saying that one fast. Whoa, you got me on this one, my friend. Claypocalpyse. Yes. Claypocalpyse. Clinton, Ohio is overwhelmed with clay zombies as a plethora. Oh, use plethora. That's awesome. That's like a plethora. Plethora. That's Three Amigos stuff right there. A plethora of memorable characters try to survive. Only one thing is certain: if you touch the clay, you're going to have a bad day. You use plethora. I admire that because I'll tell you, it's a plethora. Plethora. Would you say you have a plethora? I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna do here. Yeah, and that's what I did. Yeah, that was some Three Amigos stuff right there. It's a good movie. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna put the link in the description. If you like horror comedy wrapped in together, independent film, hardworking, just classic stuff. I mean, it was good. Since this video, I gotta tell you right now, this video is going to be my little labor of love, because I'm telling you right now, my appreciation level for this man, okay, going out of his way to send me this movie to watch, okay. I'm not getting any kickback or anything like that. It was like, I admire your show. I would like for you to watch my movie. It was like a back and forth type thing. And I'm telling you right now, I was I was humbled. I was very humbled. And I was like, I want to give this guy the best I can. I watched this twice already. I watched this twice. I'm gonna go for a third time. And I also watched all of the bonus stuff. He's got, like I said, this is independent. This is stuff that came out of his pocket, you know. And there's bonus features on it. And you know what this guy gave me? He gave me what I've been asking for all of my Blu-ray love videos. He gave me some bloopers. We got director commentary, deleted scenes, question and answer, London State Theater, Fire Tiger music video, which is on there. You get bloopers, original short films, and the trailers. You get more stuff on here than you would get from a Kino release, okay? And I'm gonna tell you, I watched all of it. I put it in, and I was like, I cannot give this a proper review without watching this thing from top to bottom. I dissected this thing, and I went through this thing, and I gotta tell you, I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. And if you're looking at my face and you're looking at me like, what's I was happy. The movie made me happy. The movie made me happy. The fact that this guy is so real made me happy. The actors in this thing, they made me happy. This was just a happy film, and you put it in, you don't really have much thought about it. It's not a thinker. It's not a thinking film. It's one of those that you put in and you just enjoy yourself. Just put it in. And I put this in on a Sunday, and I sat there and I watched it from beginning to end, and I was like, yeah, that was worth my time. How long we got on this thing here? We have 89 minutes. So 89 minutes of your life, you're going to enjoy some cool clay zombies. Think about it, clay. The idea, just if you like Gumby, okay, and you like see Gumby's head get blown off, that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about Gumby's head getting blown off. You want to watch some Gumby getting his head blown off? That's what you're gonna see here. You're gonna see some Gumby getting his head blown off. It was just cool. It was just so cool. Now I gotta tell you, the packaging alone is awesome. I mean, I love it. I got no complaints. I tried. It's a funny thing. I tried so hard to try to come up with something to be like, there was some kind of issue or some kind of problem or some kind of, and the only thing that I gotta say is it's not a one-time watch. You're not gonna catch everything the first time around, and I appreciate that. It's definitely a two-time watch, okay? Because it's like, or at least more, okay? What I'm saying is that the first time around, you're watching it, but then some of the dialogue, you're kind of missing it. And then I started watching. So I watched it, and then I started watching all kinds of bonus features. I watched all the bonus features, and then I started watching all the YouTube stuff and the YouTube interviews and everything, and it had interview with different cast members and everything. And I'm like, did I miss that? I missed some stuff. I got to watch it again. I'm going to watch it again. I'm going to see, because they were like, there was certain dialogue that one of the other actors came up with, and I'm like, I think I missed that. I think I missed that part. I got to watch it again and see if I can pick it up the second time. But bottom line is, Clay Zombies is now available on this man's website, and I'm going to put everything below so you can check it out. It's definitely worth a watch. The guy is amazing. The movie is classic. I'm telling you now, if you love you some trauma, you love you some Full Moon, okay? You love you some what else am I looking for? Trauma. This is where I'm putting this in, because we're talking independent films here. We're talking well-made independent films. So if we're talking Trauma, we're talking Full Moon. What's the other one that's like really like even some old school Vinegar Syndrome stuff. Like, I know Vinegar Syndrome's been cleaning up a lot of old independent stuff and like putting it on film and put on Blu-ray, and it's cool stuff. That's where I tell you we're at with this thing. But I'm telling you, this is definitely a rewatch. Definitely a rewatch. I'm telling you, this is going to go on my shelf. I'm gonna tell you where I classify this on my shelf of movies. This is definitely gonna go in close to my Trauma and Full Moon section. That's where it's going. And respectfully, going there. Okay, being that I'm a guy that absolutely adores, trauma and full moon stuff. So it's gonna go in. It's gonna go. I'm looking. It's gonna go probably in between Bloodsucking Freaks and Cannibal the Musical. That's where I'm putting it. That's where it's gonna go. Bloodsucking Freaks, Cannibal the Musical. Because that's another thing. I when I was putting this thing together, I had so much going on in my head, and I wanted to do this right. But you know what this reminds me of? Like I'm saying, as far as filming wise, and as far as the editing wise, and the way to Cannibal the Musical. If you ever seen Cannibal the Musical, the Trey Parker and Matt Stone's first ever stuff, okay, it was shot in such a way. And I got to tell you right now, some of the shots in this thing are even better. But I love, if you've never seen Cannibal the Musical, that's something you should have seen already. If you're watching this channel, you're a fan of this channel, you're a fan of movies in general, and you're a fan of South Park, or if you're looking at me like, who's Trey Parker and Matt Stone? Then you're like, listen, you might be on the wrong place here. You might have to go switch over to like I don't know, maybe that other guy that's that rips people off and goes shopping at the different Goodwills and complains about paying $2 for Blu-rays and DVDs and stuff. You might want to go over his channel and watch him because I'm telling you right now, if he would have got a copy of this Clay Zombies, he would have took the thing and threw it on his couch behind him and be like, yeah, I'm not watching that, or yeah, I watched that, and tell you nothing about it. I'm not that guy. So bottom line is, this thing is well worth being proudly displayed next to my Bloodsucking Freaks slash I'm like right there. Bloodsucking that's where it's gonna go. Bloodsucking Freaks and Cannibal the Musical. It's gonna go like right in that section on my wall, and it definitely be watched again. So is this worth the pickup? Absolutely. Go to this guy's website, pick it up. The information will be below, and you won't be sorry. It's got some Diane Franklin in it. If you're a Better Off Dead fan, can't get much better than that. And I'll tell you, some of these other actors in this thing, if they are not stars already, like rising stars, are going to be stars, they keep pushing through. You're gonna see some amazing stuff, because I'll tell you, there's a couple of characters in here. I don't want to give too much away, because I want you to see it. But there's a scene where they're all getting together, they get ready to battle the Clay Zombies or whatever, and it's a oddly like introduction of each character, and they have like a little line that they have to say in between each thing. And I'm watching this, and I'm like, this is good. This is some good stuff. Okay, so with that said, my friends, listen. I want to thank you. I want to thank Mr. Jake Jolly for entrusting me with your movie, because I'm hoping that people watch this stuff. I'm hoping this channel hits 1,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers, and keeps going and going and going. And I'm hoping that you'll be along on the ride with me, because I'm telling you, my friend, I am on board with you here on in. So I cannot wait to see what you do next. I can't wait to see what your actors and actresses do next. And with that said, I want you to do me a favor. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. And I gotta say it one more time. If you touch the clay, you're probably gonna have a bad day. And with that said, I will see you later.
Order your copy of Clay Zombies today. And remember, if you touch the clay, you're gonna have a bad day.